Okay, so this is the high flow undersink. This is now one of our biggest selling undersink systems. As opposed to the older style undersinks, which you can see up here, which have a separate faucet, the high flow doesn't require a separate faucet or any complicated installation whatsoever. And with your newer systems, they always come with a separate tap. So you do have that issue where you may need to get a plumber in. It is a handy person installation, but still, especially if you're renting or you're in temporary accommodation or whatever the situation may be, you may not be able to drill that hole through the sink. So the idea of the high flow system is anybody who has a flick mixer tap, which is that tap on top, basically the sort of tap that you can just flick left, right, side. Underneath it you will find that you have both a cold and a hot hose. So the cold hose, which is here, would normally be installed on a stopcock or something like this underneath your sink, or even a 1/2 inch fitting. So basically all you're doing is you're removing the cold hose that goes up to your mixer from the stopcock, joining it to the outlet of the water filter, which requires no plumber's tape or anything because it has a seal on the inside of it. And then we supply a secondary hose that you can see here, so that you can screw this on where the old cold hose was and join it to the inlet of the system. Now the installation there is probably 5 minutes. If you really took your time, it might be 10 minutes. But obviously you've got this massive advantage because, for starters, you've got an extremely high flow, so full flow water through to the mixer tap. No reduction in flow. They use a very, very large 10 inch by 4.5 inch cartridge here. And of course, using something that large, which is about 8 times larger than a standard filter, you'll find that you don't get any reduction in flow, and they certainly shouldn't block in under 12 months unless you have very, very high sediment. In terms of water usage, 50 to 80,000 litres of water, or 12 months before they need to be replaced. After that 12-month period, you will find that the carbon starts to break down and the filter releases what it's absorbed. So definitely a good idea to replace that filter at 12 months. But here we go. This is revolutionary for our industry, because anybody, and I mean anybody, that can bend down and get underneath the sink will be able to install that in just a few moves. So great new idea here from Water Filter World for anybody who wants something under their sink, whether you're a renter or whether it's a permanent fixture. You can actually remove this and take it with you wherever you go.